into poison from the nearby wood spiders. I can tend to him to keep his state from deteriorating, but I need someone to gather an ingredient to prepare him an antidote. All around the ponds, you should find moon petal lilies. These flowers have great healing properties, and I can use them with the ingredients I already have to restore Iveron to better health. Would you gather them for me? There should be many just inside of here, near the water's edge. Sure.
Go in peace.
I see them, too. I mean, how easy can she be? She's like, oh no, I need somebody to do it. Oh, I can't do that. No. See, because I'm allergic. That is the reason why I can't do it. I'm allergic, guys. Pollen, you see? I'm allergic to pollen. Or Poland. You could be like Hitler. You could be allergic to Poland. That works too. Oh, dinosaur, that's awesome. What kind of dinosaur are you, though? Are you like a T-Rex? So you get like a giant ass lap, but you have like 2 tiny arms? Our dear friend is not doing well. Even with my mending, have you brought the supplies I require? Yes, I did. This will do perfectly. Thank you, Sidney. Your swiftness is appreciated. I must ask something more dangerous of you. Strange news has traveled to me through the whisperings of the forest spirits. The mysterious woodland protector, Tarindrella, has returned to Shadowglen again. The Dryad's presence has not been felt in the forest since before the blessing of Tarindrella. Something is surely amiss if she has journeyed back to this land. Seek out Tarindrella in the Shadow Thread cave to the north. It is dangerous, but we will be prepared with this antidote just in case.
Goddess, watch over you.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's a lot of spiders. Oh, there she is. Oh, don't. Oh, hold on. I see you found me, young night elf. Then Teria was wise to have sent you. Thanks. I'd hoped to never return to Teldrassil for such grim business. I'd hoped that its corruption had been wiped away completely. Something foul lingers. These spiders suffer much more deeply from the corruption than the other nearby wildlife. They are becoming a danger to your people and a danger to the forest. We must thin their numbers, but more importantly, we need to find the source of the corruption that plagues them. I will come with you and aid you in this. Sweet. Although, why can I get a staff as a reward? That's kind of weird, isn't it? Like, why would I need a staff? I can't even wield it. She spawns flowers? Aw, that's kind of cool. That is just a critter, though. Huh. There don't seem to be a lot of spiders I can kill here. Nope. No, they've changed it in Cataclysm. It's weird because the undead questline still has Garrosh, Elscream, is what she... Yeah, a lot of the quests do. As I'm discovering doing this series called Dinosaur. I don't know if you've been here before, like maybe lurking in the background and I didn't know, but or maybe you had a different name. But yeah, the series I'm doing is called Loremastering, and it's not necessarily like the achievement Loremaster. It's more like I do every zone, every quest, and we take the time to read all the quests and just like get in the lore and just the writing of the game. And I thought that was really unfortunate too. Like, this totem has been corrupting the eggs. It seems a greater threat looms. The Narpal. We've been tainted by something most foul. Okay. That really doesn't help me though. I lamented that because I felt like what they should have done is they should have instanced it in a way. You know, like the kind of like I don't remember the term for it. Like, it's not instance. It's
the great outdoors.
I honestly don't remember. There's a term for it, like where it's not sharded, but like you see a different version of the world than everybody else does. And I wish they would have kept it so that you have like Garrosh has the war chief when you go into Orgrimmar. Like you would, like the throne room in Orgrimmar would be instanced or sharded or whatever, so that when you walk in, you see Garrosh there, but other people when they walk in and they've done that part already, they see Vol'jin or they see Sylvanas, depending on where they are in the story. I would have much preferred that. So that way it makes sense, right? So you're questing and stuff, you're going to freaking Outland and things, and when people talk to you, or when you see Thrall pop up, like, it would make sense. At least Thrall doesn't pop up in I don't recall him. Well, maybe if you play, I don't know. I don't recall him popping up all that much in
What is nature's call?
In Outland and questing. Maybe he does. Maybe it should be Thrall first. No, because then it would be hard for them to... It has to be Garrosh. That's the thing. It has to be Garrosh. It has to be Garrosh. Because the thing is, like, it can't be Thrall, because some NPCs in the starting zones, when you're questing, talk about Garrosh. So it can't be that. So it has to be... yeah, it would have to be like Garrosh, and then maybe when you go to Outland, you speak to an NPC. Dinosaur Rainbow, thank you so much for that follow. Do appreciate it, man. You're awesome, man or woman.
Hi.
I know, but maybe what they could do is, like, when you talk to, you know, before you can go into Outland, you would have to talk to an NPC that would teleport you back in time for the timeline of Outland and Rise of the Lich King. So that, like, Vanilla World is Garrosh. You go back in time to do those two things. When you come back to Cataclysm, it's still Garrosh, because it was him before you went back in time. And then, and then it becomes Vol'jin as you quest, and then it becomes Sylvanas as you quest, like, as you progress in the story. Because right now, like, it's so weird. Like, people talk about Garrosh, but then you walk in the capital city, and then it's Sylvanas there. And I can only imagine what happens when it's going to be Vol'jin. Like, you're going to see Vol'jin there, but he's not actually leader of the Horde anymore. Like, it's just really weird. Like, it doesn't really quite work.
The great outdoors.
The corruption these spiders suffers from is not simply surface deep. It cannot be magic or subtle malintent. It is bred into them. That's not good. It seems our next task is clear. More clear for you. If these spiders are born with corruption in their veins, then their broodmother must be at the root of this evil. Let us make our way to the far north end of the cave and seek out Getheus the Vile. The answer we seek lie with her. Oh, and you have a little thing there that show her. Dude, that's really cool, man. I like that. I like that thing even better than I liked Immersion. Like, storyline is so much better, even. I'll have to make an addendum to my UI thing.
Is there trouble?
Getheus and her brood were being corrupted by this totem. This is a Furlborg totem. This is very troubling indeed. This means that Gnarlpine are still a danger to these forests. We let our guard down too soon. What does that look like? Little... Yeah, no. Let's take the belt. I will pursue the trail of the Gnarlpine and track this corruption to its source. If you ever encounter Athridus Baremental in Dolanar, he knows intimately of the problems that plague this forest, and he can direct you on how to help further. I'm sure we will meet again with time. Perhaps you can aid me in dealing with the source of this corruption once I locate it. For now, I will take you back to Denteria so that you may finish your training. Thank you for all that you've done.
I am honored.
Well, that was useful. I was being attacked and then poof. So you've returned. It's good to see you. It seems you've dealt with the source of much of the corruption in Shadowglen. Teldrassil still suffers and will need attention, but we can afford a moment or two for you to finish your training here in Shadowglen. As part of the ritual to complete your training here in Shadowglen, you must learn about our recent history. There is a task you must perform. Go to the Moonwell to our northeast and retrieve a phial of its water. While there, you will witness a glimpse of our magics and learn of our past. When you are done there, bring the water back to me and I will direct you further. I think there's only one person that has done absolutely all kinds of wow. Which person would that be? Hey, Azukalos! First Night Elf in years and years and years? Yes. My first WoW character at release was a Night Elf. Like 14 years ago. Yeah. Nordrassil lies a pale shadow of what it once was, its power used to defeat Archimonde and drive back the Burning Legion. Our immortality, the very essence of our beings, was lost. The Betrayer was freed from his prison, and Shando Stormridge disappeared into the Emerald Dream. A dark time for all. Okay. Thank you, bro. No, I do not. I recently got back to the game, so no, I do not have a max level. My highest level is a level 100 Death Knight Hork. But no. I'm waiting on getting to max level to the new zones to do so with my girlfriend. We're leveling up our characters at the same time. So my main is right now a paladin. We are up to about 62. And we're slowly but surely getting there. It's the first time for her ever that she plays the game. So I really wanted her to see like every expansion and all that stuff. So we didn't... We could have just bought like a 110 or upgraded the character to 110, but I didn't want her to miss on the actual game since it's the very first time she plays it. And she's loving it. What I'm doing now though, as Zukalos, is I'm doing a thing that I call Loremastering. So it's not like I'm not trying to do the achievement Loremaster. I'm trying to literally do every zone and every quest for the entire game. So we did The troll starter area, we did the orc starter area, we did Zurotar, the entire zone. We did the Isle of Kazan for the goblins. We started Lost Isle. I still have to finish it. Now I'm playing a Night Elf Hunter on the Alliance side. So most of the lore mastering that we've done so far has been Horde. Now it's an Alliance side character. They're all on YouTube. So like I upload all of them on YouTube in separate playlists per zone. So you get like all the story of every zone with every character, and eventually I'll make like a giant ass playlist and be like, this is all the Horde story, every quest for the Horde, and then every quest for the Alliance. And as they release more and more and more, we'll just add to it.
What brings you here?
Our recent history is fraught with strife and violence, and there's still much with which we must come to terms. Yay. Well done, Sidani. You have one task left for you before you depart Shadowglen for the open wilds of Teldrassil. Teneran Stormgrip oversees all that happens in this glade. He presides at the top of Aldrassil. If you look to your south, you will see the underside of the ramp that leads up to him. Ascend this ramp and complete your training. It was wonderful to have met you, Sidani. I swell with pride knowing that among young night elves, there are some so selfless and full of life as you are. You will do great things for our people. You will do great things for this world. Until we meet again. Man, that wasn't dramatic at all. Twice the restlessness? Yeah, they just never get a break, man. They never get a break. No, it's not her. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful to... Wait. The ramp up to Eldrassil is just a side over there. Circle around... Turn it up top. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful to have Shandor Stormridge back, but this is all really suspicious. What happened to Fendrel? Shh, someone's here. But I thought DK were raised from the dead, so... But yeah, you're right, it doesn't work.
I'm listening.
The Moonwells holds the water of the Well of Eternity, the ancient source of magic that has wrought so many horrors upon our world. The Druid take advantage of its properties. The Sentinels revere the wells as shrine to Elune, and now even the returning Highborn look to the wells longingly. So you have heard the first part of the aftermath of the Battle of Mount Hyjal. There is much more for you to learn, and the task you have begun here will continue through the rest of your journey through Teldrassil and into Darnassus. Hey, Shifty! Thanks, man. Cool. While there is more I could speak to you of the Moonwells and of Teldrassil, I must send you along. Corithra's Moonrage will be expecting you. I've poured the phial of water you brought to me into this vessel to bring to him. Seek out Corithras. You will find him at the Moonwell in Dolinar. Follow the road south from Aldrassil out of Shadowglen, and continue to follow the cobblestones as the road turns west. Mind you stay on the road though. Sidani, there are dangerous beasts in the forest of late. Okay, sure, man. Are you just like giving me snowfall? Oh yeah, look at that. I need to fall that way. Whee! Oh shit. Well, I'm not going the right way, aren't I? Oh, I got going down. Shit, that would have been the perfect time to be drunk out of my ass. Too bad. See, that's a bit unfair. Like, mages can get the achievement of being drunk and falling from super high without any issues. Just because of that reason. Hold on, I want to read this. The idea of undead death knights makes me sad. You start as a human, but are killed by plague and turn into an undead zombie serving the scourge. But then, you break free of the scourge and serve the horde as Forsaken. Then in service of the horde, you die in battle. Finally, you can rest, but no, the Lich King resurrects you to serve him as a death knight. Now they gotta break free and serve the horde again? I never get to see Evan, do I? Oh man, I love it. I freaking love that, man. That's awesome. I don't know this comic. Like, ding? Like, is it still ongoing, or is it, like, they haven't continued it in years or something? There's the path. Greetings, young hunter. Can you offer me aid? I have a package of herbs that I must deliver to the town of Dolinar, but I still have business with the druids of Shadowglen and cannot yet leave. Can you deliver this package for me? It must be sent to innkeeper Keldemir at the Dolinar Inn. It lies along the road to the south. Sure. Hey, Bob, what's up?